by as 3 different pitches he hit out. Just kind of describe what it's like facing a guy that you don't really know at the big league level and how he do.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much out there now that you have a good idea. You can watch film on a guy. So we had a good idea. I didn't execute, and hats off to him. He you know, sometimes they're taken, sometimes they're hit for single or doubles, and he capitalized. Missed with the first heater, and he was ready for it. Had to change up second at bat, and probably could have been a little more away. And put a good swing on it, and then hit a backdoor slider on the last one, and just sometimes it happens like that. Hats off to him, and that was the difference in the game. I mean, that's 5 runs from those 3 at bats, and that was the difference when it came down to it, right? So hats off to him. That put us in an early hole, and the boys came back and tied it up there, but unfortunately that ended up being the difference.
Did that second at bat with him kind of show you maybe his skill as a hitter, kind of thinking throwing it back? I mean, it's kind of a big battle between the two to get to that final pitch.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good player, and it's a top, there's a reason why he's called up, and I know that he had some recognition, coming up too in terms of just his status and whatnot. He's had a great year, hit a lot of home runs in AAA, so I mean, he's talented, he's a good hitter, and and it's my mentality, you don't attack anybody any differently, right? He got the better of me today, and he had that battle, and we were trying to attack him with some different pitches, and he could have been better. Wasn't bad, I think could have been better though, and he created some damage from it. So hats off to him, and I got something to learn, and Lord willing, we'll be competing against him again in another one.
You've been pitching so well. Is there anything other than those pitches, you feel you have to look at going into the next start, or?
No, I mean, it was kind of the difference in the game was that just his 3 at bats. I mean, those were the runs right there. I mean, there was a walk, obviously the 2 walks scored, and having a runner on base really from those walks, in all those circumstances, makes it more damage, right? Like it takes it from 3 solos to adding it on, right? Because the runner was on after that weather hole to bat in the first inning. But sometimes you make mistakes, and I made a lot of mistakes at Kansas City last week, and sometimes they're balls, or sometimes you just get away with them, right? And that's baseball. There's definitely, like I said, there's always things to work on. There'll be things to work on, and we'll get back at it and be ready for Friday.
Edward Cabrera's coming back tomorrow. Just with his return, the guys that you guys acquired at the trade deadline earlier this month. What's the vibe kind of with the rotation, especially where you guys are trying to get to and where you guys are at in the season?
For sure. Edward's so talented. He's been working his tail off to come back. It's crazy. He went down right before I came back up, in New York there, and but he's, it's been fun to watch him do his thing. And I think collectively we just look at this as we have so much talent, and as Craig says, with the bullpen, our job is just to get outs in the same way in the rotation. And obviously, when we get to where we want to go in October, that's the main goal, is just to get 27 outs. And it doesn't matter how we get them. We got guys that can do it, and our rotation kind of looks at that the same way. And we're excited to do what's necessary. And then anytime you add a guy like Edward with his talent, it's going to make the team better.